I hope you're not copying you're not copying blindly your main paper and do question number 9. You must do with understanding. Okay, let me explain question 9 to you. So remember, I always say that given average, find total, right? So this is a question when average is given but you cannot find total. And this is when the average is given and cannot find total, you do the redistribution method. Or sometimes people call it the circles method. Okay, listen, So the average mass of a group of children is 40 kilograms. And average is given. Can you find the total mass of the children? You can't, because you do not know the number of children, right? The average mass of 6 girls is 44 kilograms. Okay, given average, I can find total because I know the number of girls. 6 girls and some boys. I don't know how many boys, okay? 6 girls and some boys. So let's do the first average. 40 kilograms average, but I do not know. I don't know the number of boys. I know the number of girls. But that's not good enough to find the total mass of all the children. Right? To know the total mass of all the children, I need to know the number of boys and girls. But in this case, I only know the girls. I do not know the number of boys. So this is a circles method. I shall draw 6 circles to represent the 6 girls. Average is 40. Of course, I'm not going to draw 6 circles. If you want, you can. No, not a problem. But I suggest not to, because you could draw a lot of circles. If the question says 10 girls, then you can draw 10 circles. Don't. Just 1 circle and dot, dot, dot is good enough. Boys, okay. You do not know the number of boys, so you put a question mark. Now, this is the average. So every circle represents a child, okay? So 1 circle represents a child. So altogether, stop annotating, please. You think I cannot see here? Okay, so 1 circle represents a child, right? The question says that if I were to look at the average of the 6 girls, just the 6 girls, it is 44. Meaning I'm just looking at this, right? Just the girls only. Average is 44. Okay. Now, if I look at this, you will notice that the first scenario and the second scenario, okay, the average mass of the boys is 37. Okay, the total of the first scenario, which is we are looking at the average of all the children, is 40. In the second scenario, you break it up into the average of the girls and the average of the boys. The total in both scenarios has to be the same because it's the same number of girls and boys. What happens is you are just redistributing their mass. Right? You're just redistributing their mass. So the total in this, so for example, you're adding all the 40s here, and then add all the 4s and all the 37. This will equal to the first row, the total of the first row. All right. So now let's focus on the girls because we know the number of girls. If I look at the girls in these two scenarios, in this scenario, the first scenario compared to the second scenario, there's an increase of 4 kilograms for each girl, and there are 6 girls. Okay, an increase of 4 kilograms for each girl. So there are 6 girls. Altogether, there's a total increase of 24 kilograms. Because the total must be the same, this extra 24 kilograms given to these 6 girls come from where? It must come from the boys because the total must be the same for the first scenario and second scenario. So this 24 kilograms must come from the boys. Now we look at the boys here. Every boy will is decreased by how many kilograms? Decreased by 24 minus 37. Decreased by 3 kilograms. Because I was saying earlier, this increase of 24 kilograms on the left side come from the right side. So the right side must decrease by 24 as well. each boy decreased by 3. If I use 24 divided by 3, I get a number of boys. Makes sense? Any question? Any question? If you have question, you got to ask me, you know. This is a redistribution method concept. And the redistribution concept only works if the two scenario total is the same. Basically, you're just redistributing the total. And redistribution concept is commonly tested in average questions. Okay? Do revise this concept week 37, I mean,